So this is me reverse engineering a Opcode Studio 128X. I think this thing's a great piece of kit. It's just kind of dated. It debuted in 1998, and for the time it was extremely capable. Today it's still extremely capable. It runs all my MIDI hardware. But there's a problem. In the latest driver, Windows 98. That sucks. So I run a Windows 98 VM and use serial pass-through, and the thing actually works, right? But I don't think that's good enough, because this is a real pain in the neck. So anyway, to give you an idea what happens, I start this up. It communicates with the device. This light turns on when the software starts up, and I go over here, and I can change some things or whatever. I close it, and I'll click it. When I go over here, click, the light turns off, right? So it works, and there's serial communication, like actual DB9 serial stuff, but I want to reverse engineer this, right? So here's what I got going on. I got a coupler that I made. I have some pictures of it, but whatever. You can just imagine a coupler with some breakout stuff on it with a logic analyzer connected. This is some logic analyzer software, PulseView to be exact, running off of SIGROC. And I got a Sele, I think that's how you say it. I have no idea why you would base a company off a name that's impossible to pronounce. But anyway, it's a clone of this cheapy eBay thing for like $12. And it works great. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over here and start this, and then come over here and start that. And this software is going to monitor the serial data getting tossed back and forth between the VM and this hardware without interrupting any of the logic. It's actually connected to it, and this is physically intercepting it. So I'm going to click Run here, come over here, start the software. It opens up. Right now, to me, that's good enough. So I come over here, and I stop it. So let's zoom out a little bit, and we go over here. Here's the logic we just recorded. And PulseView is really good about dissecting data here, right? So as an example, in digital electronics, serial included, there's something called low and high. When this wave is on the bottom, that's low. When this wave's up here, that's high, right? And in serial terms, when you go high and low like this, that's all zeros. Because there's a pulse, well, not pulse, but there's like a baud rate that's expected of it. And if it just doesn't do anything, then that's a zero. To contrast, here's something a little more comprehensive, right? So it starts, and there actually is data, and it captures it at the baud rate, and you get this packet. 8 bits in a byte, so there are 8 bits here. It makes the byte. You can change bits in a, well, yeah, bits for every packet, but 8 bits in a byte's like super common for serial. And then this looks like the meta stuff, right? By kind of putting my thinking cap on, this looks like there's a lot of repeated stuff, because it's probably going to have to iterate through all these guys or the programs or something, right? So you just kind of got to play like what looks like the other. It looks like to me this bit is unique, probably for some settings or something, but these pieces, they look close. So I'm going to guess, and this is just a guess right now, I haven't dissected any of this quite yet outside of looking at it, that this crap is probably related to this crap, because they're both repetitive, right? And something unique about this data is there's TX and RX data, right? Because in serial you have receive and send. And this is just dissecting it, so I don't have to just look at this and guess. That would be a pain in the ass. This is actually figuring out what the data is. So again, I don't know what this packet is supposed to mean quite yet, but that's what reverse engineering is all about, right? So this is, let's see, scroll out a little bit. It looks like it's actually receiving this here And then sending this? I'm kind of curious if I got that backwards. It seems like it would send something and receive something on demand. But then again, this section here, this is most definitely an initialization. And, I mean, unless it's doing something really funky, it wouldn't make sense to not send something to initialize it. So I'm going to have to think about this stuff. But anyway, this is kind of what I'm doing. And I'm going to turn this data into something either in Python or Ruby. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet. Really, honestly, it doesn't matter. As long as it runs on this operating system and not on this operating system, and hopefully on other operating systems, including Windows or whatever, then I'm good. So yeah, there you go. That's my project. Hopefully I'll get somewhere. Of course, this is all going to be open source and whatnot. Alright, cool. Thanks for watching.